So, you know what happened yesterday? There was a race. It was a marathon. It's called the Boston Marathon. Happens every single year since 1987. So it's a really famous champion race. Every year you notice about 5,000 people coming in to watch the race. The Boston area is actually a small city, and you have the track running around it. So that's how the race goes. So this year was almost 6,000 people that came to the race. People took off work to celebrate it. So the groups were all going through, finishing the race, crossing the finish line. 1 hour later, the time was about 2:45. There's still a whole bunch of people that hadn't crossed the finish line yet. There was a noise at the finish line. 20 seconds later, again, you hear a second bomb go off. People were telling the runners to not cross the finish line. Don't go through it. It's blocked. People were falling over, hurt. And you know that 3 people died. A lot of people got hurt. One died. He was a boy, little 8-year-old boy. I don't know the ages of the others. Many people were sent to the hospital. It was a very serious thing. Most people hurt their legs, and I feel really bad for them. About 10 people lost their limbs. Oof, so bad. The worst thing about that bomb, we don't know why it happened. But there were people at the race that were ready to help, like doctors and nurses that were taking care of everything, getting the people onto the ambulances. But the scariest thing is that people were running. People left their bags and all of their stuff and tried to escape. They brought in dogs to open up these bags. Everything that was in the street, all the dogs had to sniff through. They also sniffed through all the buildings, sniffed through all the porta potties, just to make sure that there were no other bombs. People were terrified, calling their families and making sure that everyone was okay, that they made it through the race alive. They were wondering, where are my friends, where are my families? Oh, it was terrifying. So they set up something so they can make sure that people could contact the ones that were involved in the race. They found 2 more bombs that hadn't exploded yet near a hotel across from the finish line. They're trying to figure out how they made the bombs from, where they made the bombs from, where the materials came, and how they managed to set them up all over the place. Really, it was like a C4. It's very loud. There's a small wire inside. It's a simple bomb. The bomb was made in other countries, or maybe here in the US, I don't really know. Before the race happened, someone called. Please be ready. They found some things, but they haven't figured out who it is yet. They're questioning many people. Plus, if anybody has information or pictures, please bring the information to us. It's important so we can help figure out or notice through the pictures or any evidence that could help us catch the person who did it. There were many people on top of rooftops, on top of buildings, looking down. Plus now, before the bomb, people were calling so we would know. Maybe he was speaking a language from another country. He had a book bag with a long sleeve t-shirt. He entered the race, but he escaped. That was 5 minutes before the bomb went off. So they're looking for that man. Also, the other man, he is in the hospital. Is he involved? We don't know. We're still watching. The FBI is trying to figure out everything involved with that. So now, the FBI and many other governments, state governments, police, CIA, bomb technicians, are going to figure and analyze everything. Analyze the situation. So we don't know what happened. Also, later, 4 minutes before, something happened in the library. There was a problem there. But nothing happened. There was a no-fly zone covered on Boston. Big cities like Chicago, San Francisco, places like that, they're going to warn. There's a baseball game tonight. Also in Washington, D.C., it is empty. The streets are cleared because we don't know what's going to happen. The subways have stopped. You can't enter them. So now I'm just waiting to see what they find, if they find any more information. So we'll let you know more later.